coming at you in black and white. At least I think I am. I plan to put this into black and white because this is such a classic and important video update that it deserves the timeless look and feel of black. No, it's because my computer's running out of memory and I figured that if I put it on black and white, the files would be smaller. I don't really understand computers, but from what I do understand, colors take up more memory. So, black and white. No, anyway, I said, more than a month ago, that this is the new Liz. The new Liz updates regularly and stays on top of the air mattress, which allows her to bounce in a very fun manner. No, stays on top of things. And like everything I've ever said, I meant it at the time that I said it. Anyway, since I last updated, something very important has happened. You might have heard about it. The Rapture. And this is old news, I know, but I was really looking forward to the Rapture, because it was the day after my birthday, and I turned 21, well, I suppose that's a very important thing to me that this happened, but I turned 21, and I was like, I'm 21, and then the day after is the 21st, it was the Rapture, and I wasn't too sure, but I thought, I did pretty alright in CCD, I made confirmation pretty much without a hitch years ago. I thought, is this it? Yeah. I think I might be one of the ones, with the beam of light comes down and I get sucked up like it's an alien, but it's actually Jesus. Obviously not. Not really all that surprised. But I had to really come to terms with it, because the first day I was home, I had to get my new license. I don't know if you know anything about New Jersey driver's licenses, but before you get your license when you're 21, they are vertical. They're very hopeful. There's a chance that you might make that ascension anymore. I had to get the physical proof that I was left behind to just live my life in sin until I am inevitably sucked down into the abyss to pay for all of my many, many sins. And look at me now. Totally horizontal, stuck on this plane of existence. God damn it. So that is the most important thing that happens when you're 21. The Rapture. No, that's not the most important. I think most people would argue that the most important thing that happens when you're 21 is that you can legally drink in America. I can finally drink at home after 3 years of college, where I could drink anyway. The only thing that's really exciting about drinking is that I can buy things based purely on packaging, because I don't really like beer, but beer is all I can really afford. So I buy it based on how pretty it is. So I would like to thank actually, I bought this because it's pretty, I don't know, Mississippi Mud. Delicious, it turns out. I like dark beers because I am just an old man at the end of the day. But I would like to thank the fine people of Mississippi Mud, famous slow-brewed black and tan porter and pilsner beer, because I bought you for your pretty bottle, which was $2. It turns out that you also make a delicious product. You also, am I drunk now? You also make a delicious product. I'm not drunk now. It's 12:40. I have work later, which is exciting. This is all about growing up. I'm growing up now. I'm a grown up. I can buy things like a big old consumer. I can put things in black and white. I can still not get a paying job. I've got 2 internships and a lot of student loans, but no paying job. But it's fine. It's a really good summer so far. It's pretty much just me going to a lot of gigs and then reading. When you are 21 and a full adult in every sense of the word, is you can just regress. That's all. Because, yeah, I mentioned the music before. One of my internships is writing for a music site. So, I'm not going to tell you who, because I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But they're very cool. And, I went to a lot of fun gigs so far. I went to 3 festivals, which is awesome. And since I'm just surrounded by music all the time, I'm just like, I love music. I love it so much. All of you people are so talented. And it makes me a little sick. And part of this is getting to the regression part. I've never quite learned how to tell a story in a non-circuitous route. When I was like 13, 15, I also really loved music. Maybe different music than I like now. Maybe not. But I wrote a lot of songs because I had some things to say, and I kind of miss that about me. I just let loose. I didn't show them to anyone, but I'm gonna, they were pretty good. I wanna break open your chest, 'cause the way you looked at me, I'm gonna become your heart. Don't look at me. I have no idea why I stopped. I was clearly going places. But, you know, it was all very personal, and I wasn't sure the world was ready for my specific brand of genius. A side effect of spending a lot of time by myself after having gone to concerts is that, you know, when you can't find a radio station because you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're lost, and you don't have any music with you because your iPod's died, and you're borrowing your mom's car, and her CD player is broken because somebody spilled strawberry milk on it. You know, you gotta entertain yourself, and I was like, I'll write some songs to keep myself entertained, and I was like, this is fun. This is a whole lot of fun. The problem with going back to my regression of writing songs and having fun with it is that I can sing, not well, but I was like singing them to myself, trying to get like a solid beat going, and I mean, I don't sound like a dying cat or anything, I just sound like what's killing it. You know, when I have to deal with the pain of the fact that I will never be a famous singer-songwriter. My other regression is, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, my freaking bookshelf. All I've been doing is reading and ordering things on Amazon. But you know what? I'm getting pretty jazzed about school because I have never outgrown that. And I've just been getting packages and packages from Amazon. Okay, I'll be honest, not all of them are for school. I mean, they sort of are. But it's just like, I'm so excited. My room is just books right now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look at this. That is actually for school, and I'm very excited. But then we got this one, not so much. Not so much for school. I mean, well, sort of. It's kind of for school. I'm taking a poetry class. Oh. Yeah, guess who's taking a course on literature of the American South? You got one guess. I'm sorry, I'm just showing off my very exciting books, because I'm super excited. Yeah, look at my books. Actually, yeah, I like to read. The other parts of my regression and reading is that I've been rereading a lot of children's fiction, which I can thank my lovely roommate for that, because she sent me a Philip Ridley book, which I read while waiting to get into Bonnaroo. I mean, I looked a little like you wouldn't want to talk to me. I had a volleyball and a rubber duck in my passenger seat, seatbelted in. You know, whatever. I just got another thing in the mail because, I mean, unless I was drunk ordering things on Amazon, I don't believe I ordered this. But yeah, Mighty Fizz Chill, Philip Ridley. I'm very excited. I might bring this to work tonight because I'm a loser. No, actually my friend's coming with me. It would be very rude to bring a book. But it's so shiny. Speaking of books, no, not really speaking of books. Another part of the regression is that when I was about that singer-songwriter time in my life, I thought, you know, I could give really good relationship advice. People like to tell me things, and I like to listen, and then offer my advice, because I care. Ignore the fact that I'm not in a functioning relationship, ever. That's nothing got to do with anything. Alright, those who can't do, teach, or give advice. My advice to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to, you know, pick somebody up, bring in cold blood to a bar. I don't know what it is. I mean, usually when I'm in public places, I pull like a pretty solid crowd who want to talk to me of older gentlemen who make me uncomfortable. But apparently, if you're toting this around, people will just come up to talk to you, alright? Like, crowded places. They find you fascinating. I don't know if it's the blood on the cover. I don't know if it's, we can thank Philip Seymour Hoffman. There's something magical about this book, other than the very interesting story and character study and how Truman Capote created essentially the journalistic novel, which is, I would love to talk to people about that. Just carry that around if you're going for a night out, because people will just flock to you. Right, so I'm 21. That's essentially what this video is getting at. Do I think I'm wiser, more mature? Not really. Step in the right direction toward those other things. I'm gonna stop now. The rapture.